You can see here, we're zooming in on the main drag in Grand Haven. That's this. And this is where the Coast Guard is. This is where that man pulled in and broke through the gate, actually drove right through it, damaged it in the process along with his vehicle, and he ended up driving back behind the building, which we can see right here, and that is where he ended up. Let's go live now to 24-hour News 8's Heather Walker, who is not far from this scene at the police department where the investigation continues as we speak. Heather.
Leon, we've been here keeping an eye on the investigation. I just got done talking to the Grand Haven Public Safety Department, the head of the director of the Public Safety Department. He tells me that the 34-year-old suspect, which has not been named yet, was taken away from here just about an hour ago. He's now lodged in the Ottawa County Jail, and he could be facing both felony and federal charges because he broke into a federal building. Now, the truck he was driving had Illinois plates. It's unclear who that truck belongs to. And before being booked, the suspect was here at the public safety being questioned. He was held here for hours. Police are not telling us if those interviews revealed a motive. Witnesses also being questioned here, including Coast Guard employees who were working during the attack. We were actually in the room as they were filling out statements. The Director of Public Safety says the investigation will continue this evening.
Any more information gathering, more interviews that we're going to have to do to put the whole picture together. We're working with the Sheriff's Department in Oceana County on that incident up there. So it's going to be a lot of coordination and making sure that we have all the facts to present the case.
Now, the incident he's talking about in Oceana County, that's that fire that police believe the suspect is linked to. Tom Hillen will have more on that. We also learned that this attack happened very quickly, within a matter of minutes. Police also responded very quickly, and that's what we believe resulted in these positive results of an arrest and only minor injuries. We do plan to learn more about the police investigation tomorrow in court. That's when the suspect is expected to be arraigned. For now, live in Grand Haven, Heather Walker, 24-hour News 8.
Now to the scene of that huge fire in Oceana County that authorities are linking to this investigation. 24-hour News 8's Tom Hillen is live in Orange Township out in Oceana County. He has what we know so far about the suspect tonight. Tom.
There's still a lot of questions remaining about who this guy is. All police are telling us is a 34-year-old Michigan man, but we do know that he is linked to this property somehow behind us that started on fire about 4 o'clock this morning here in southern Oceana County. Now, this is a hobby barn that we know the previous owner had fixed up to look like an old-style gas station. We do know from talking from people in this area that ownership changed about a year ago to separate owners. One lady I spoke with said that they did see a pickup truck parked out here late last night, but when they were driving by today, they no longer saw that pickup truck. Now, we don't know if that's the same pickup truck that was linked now to that Grand Haven incident, but people have been driving by here taking a look at this. We've been talking to them. No one seems to know anything about the owners that have this building now or who may have been here last night. We're told that it's not often occupied by anyone, so still a lot of questions here, not a lot of answers about who the person is that is linked to this, but again, we are being told by authorities that they believe there is a connection between the fire here about 4 o'clock this morning and that incident that Heather was just talking about down in Grand Haven. Of course, we will continue working to get more information for you throughout the night. For now, we're live in southern Oceana County. Tom Hillen, 24-hour News 8.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Now, our targeted investigators were able to track down the owner of that property down in Illinois. The person would not comment on the investigation, but is anyone telling us anything about what might have transpired there in terms of whether this is an arson investigation or whether there's anything suspicious about this fire?
We are being told that it is suspicious, but really that's the extent of the details right now. We don't know how this fire started. And again, you heard Heather talking about they're trying to figure out the motive, what that may be down there in Grand Haven. So far, no indication of what any motive may be for this fire here. But again, authorities are saying that it is suspicious.
Okay, Tom Hillen reporting for us down in Oceana County. Thank you. Now, this, of course, was a stunning scene for the folks who live in Grand Haven, of course. And we are learning more about the attack itself, not only from the authorities who are working the crime scene, but from those whose Sunday morning was shaken by all of this as they witnessed what went down. 24-Hour News 8's Coco McAvoy is on this angle. She was one of the first reporters on the scene, and she talked with a man who indeed got a little bit too close to this investigation. Coco.
Complex for 8 years now, and he's never seen anything like what he saw this morning. He witnessed the attack from beginning to end as residents were on high alert.
And said there I was, something isn't right here.
Bob Coleman woke up early this morning and witnessed the attack at the Grand Haven Coast Guard station as it was all happening right across the street from his window.
I looked out the slider here, and there said a pickup out there with the lights on. It looked like it was running right in the middle of the road there. So
he says he went back to bed, but soon awakened to watch the attack unfold as Coast Guard crews were face to face with the suspect.
They had him on the ground, had handcuffs on him, but then when I saw one of the policemen with what I refer to as a SWAT gun.
Coleman went outside to get the paper, but when he returned, he says he was questioned and couldn't get within 2 blocks of his home.
They were doing their job. You know, I wasn't really upset or scared or anything. They were just doing their job.
A job well done in Coleman's eyes, and a much better ending to this story.
I'm glad they didn't find a bomb and everything, but let me tell you, there was a lot of people here. It was an exciting morning.
I just want to show you what's going on at the scene right now. You can see the 2 vehicles there parked in the entryway. They've been there all day blocking traffic from going inside of that gate. Again, that is where the truck smashed into this morning, but the condo residents, they were given the all clear shortly after Michigan State Police deemed the area safe, but obviously a very scary situation for a lot of Grand Haven residents. Back to you.
All right, Coco, and one that continues to develop. Coco rounding out our team coverage on this for right now, but our crews continue to gather more information about exactly what happened. We're going to be getting an update at the bottom of the hour, starting at 6:30, and of course the latest on the investigation throughout the night at woodtv.com, and of course here on 24 Hour News 8 at 10 and 11.